Aniline City Stories, The Diamond Murders, Case 6, Code Black. Written by J.D. Kelly.
Freeze! ACPD!
We finally caught a break. The lab techs had dug deep for this one. Rushed the samples through their machines. I think hearing about one of their crime scene guys being murdered made it personal for them. Hell, it made it personal for all of us. There's a secret fury all of us in blue feels towards a cop killer. We found the last scene after we found the body in the river. Bullet holes all over. Sloppy. The killer was unraveling, degenerating, making mistakes. Finally, we found a pipe. He hadn't forgotten to wear gloves, but nothing had been wiped down. The residue on the pipe was what broke the case. Dust. Concrete dust. The kind used in construction. There are a lot of construction sites in the city, but this mix wasn't like most domestic suppliers. It was unique. They tracked it down to a Canadian manufacturer. Only one construction firm in the city used that supplier, bought in bulk. They had 3 jobs on, 2 were busy sites. The third, it was a pause job. Some office high-rise in the process of being bought out by another pharma. No one had set foot on site for a couple of months. Reyes, McNally, go round to the left. I'll head right. Let's get this asshole.
This is Delta 713 arriving at scene. Officers in pursuit of unknown subject, black hoodie, believed armed and dangerous.
I keep my sidearm raised, moving from pillar to pillar. This floor is unfinished, just a bare framework, concrete pillars and rebar. You can see the sites where the wiring and ventilation will go. The lower floors have glass in the windows and timber studs, ready to receive foam insulation. But up here, we can sweep from the stairs out, and there's nowhere for this bastard to run, unless they want to take a 20-story high dive into the sidewalk. This is the ACPD! You've got nowhere to run! Come out slowly with your hands in the air!
Sarge, we found the mother lode. Knives, ammo, some kind of workbench with a lot of chemicals.
What the hell is that?
McNally, don't touch that!
I lose my footing as the explosion shakes the building. Loose concrete crumbles by my feet into the floor below as a section of flooring collapses. My free hand reaches out to the pillar next to me to steady myself.
This is Delta 713. We have a 1080 explosion at location. 10999. Officers require immediate assistance.
Staring across the edge of the collapsed flooring, assessing the damage the explosion has caused. I sensed the killer before I saw them. A change in the air behind me. I turn and fire as I feel their foot connect with my body, sending me over the edge to the floor below. I land back first, hitting my head against the rubble below. My vision flashes red and white, and I can't think. Then I feel it, the tugging sensation in my gut. The signal from my body hits my brain. I know something is very wrong. I feel weak, confused. I had held onto my gun in the fall. As it slips from my hand, I look down at the rebar, protruding from my stomach. The blood is soaking my shirt. It's on my hands. I'm in shock, unable to think straight. That isn't just blood on the rebar. There's flesh. Don't look at it. Don't think about it. Try to breathe. My head leans back as the breeze from the helicopter brushes across my face. That's when I see the killer bent over on the ledge above me, clutching at the bloody wound in their chest. I reach for the gun, Find it, grab it, and lift it, pointing it at their head. Got you. You. As their head lifts, I see the face. Her face. A girl. My girl. My little girl. What is this? This can't be real. What happened to you? What did they do to you? I see her short-cropped hair, gaunt face, haunted eyes, as their skin begins to pale.
You fucking son of a... This is all your fault! You left me with them! You kicked me out! Disowned me! Called me a criminal! I was a teenager! A fucking... I had nowhere to go! No home! They took everything I had! Well, I showed them! Now who's fucked up, huh? Go ahead. Pull the trigger. That's what you always wanted, wasn't it? To get rid of the embarrassment. The criminal daughter of an asshole cop.
Don't do this. I can't say it aloud. Can't breathe. I feel my finger leave the trigger. Watch as I lower the gun. I can't. Not my little girl. I see the look on her face as she could see my own.
Oh!
So much rage. It's my fault. I feel the tears running from my eyes. I see the rage pass from her face, as she can see the regret still in mine. The sorrow, the pity. I see it mirrored in her face now too, as she slumps into the concrete pillar next to her, the life flowing out of her gunshot wound. Did I do that too? No. I shot the Diamond Killer. I didn't know they were one and the same. I wanted to say the word sorry, as if it might make something different. But as the light leaves her eyes and her chest stops rising, the moment has passed. My angel. I lift the gun, feel it against my temple. I'm sorry.
You have been listening to Aniline City Stories, The Diamond Murders, Case 6, Code Black. Episode script written by J.D. Kelly. This episode featured the following cast members: Gina Moravec as Officer Reyes, Kadeem Rockhead as Sergeant Rohas, Dillon Horinek as the helicopter pilot, Scott J. Zim as Officer McNally, and Autumn Ivy as the killer. Aniline City Stories is produced, written, and directed by J.D. Kelly, featuring music, mixing, and mastering by Alexander White of Arpeggio Creative, and sound effects from Soundly, Pixabay, and Alexander White. Please leave a like and review of our podcast. For further information, visit our website, aniline.city.